messed up. We're gonna stop streaming and then yes, stop. We should be good. Checking on my phone. But because my 5G is like shot, I don't understand what's happening. There must be some kind of lag. Maybe it's an EMP and we're gonna die. I don't know what's happening anymore. This has literally never been an issue. I guess I'll put on Wi-Fi to log. I'm so confused. Okay, I think we're back up. Maybe it's the trolls. It's the damn trolls, I tell you. I don't know what the hell that was. That was the most, probably the most bizarre thing I've ever seen happen. It like, I don't even know how to describe what just happened there. It really didn't make any sense. I'm gonna make sure there's not like 30 different YouTube videos that I tried to upload. Just 1 second. One more thing I gotta check, guys. Like literally, that was the most annoying thing that's happened in like over a month on this channel. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Okay. I'm just the only thing I'm gonna add here is no, we don't even need to add that. We're good. Denial of service and WoW has been a growing problem. Well, what is denial of service? The evil gnome is trying to escape his prison. Always gonna. Yeah, he's an old god. I tell you what, he's making his way through. Okay, okay. We're back. We're back. We're back. Hopefully, that doesn't happen again. I think there's some kind of lag going on with my area. Because even my like AT&T is out. I don't really understand it. Okay, so we need to. If anyone's over here and they want to make our bunnies mate, then you could join me, and I would appreciate that. Don't think I'll ever say that again, but you know, come on. Let's see, where is all the people? There's like no one here. It's kind of funny. Show's making them the game glitchy to mess with the streamers. Oh gosh, yeah, probably. Plus, blizzards in general makes WoW glitchy. Yes, there are certain areas in Draenor. If you're walking through, it just glitches out. It's really weird. Why does my buddy keep going away? All right. See, oh, there's a ton of fresh ones for you. Okay, well, guess that was kind of a bust, huh? There's a question for all you need to do to complete the story, and that's all. That's impossible. Which quest is it? I would appreciate it if you let me know so I could kind of prepare for it if I have to. You can't get Lore Master with it? I didn't get one working bliss. Oh gosh. So that way, if I find information on it, I'll do it as soon as it gets fixed. Let's see. I need someone to give me their bunny so my bunny can make love to theirs. Oh wait, we already did it. What? Okay, never mind. Sorry, ignore that. I did not say anything about bunnies making love. All right, so we're actually gonna get out of here. Whoa, that was weird. I did like a loop. Okay, we're gonna go to Azure Watch. There is definitely some kind of lag going on right now. I'm not really sure what's happening. It's like this input lag. Should not be my computer. My computers should be able to handle this kind of stream. Just making sure I'm liking my green. Like my green screen looked really far back. I'm like, what? Okay. Let's go here through the portal and flames, and then off to Azure Mist I go. I don't want to go to Stormwind. Azure Mist should be right here. Cool. It's our first time being in Azure Mist, or maybe second time being in Azure Mist. The enemy. Okay, well you can bypass it via area of effect attacks like Nova. 1 second. Yeah, please do, because that way, if I could just get it done, I might just do it so it doesn't glitch out worse or something. All right, you guys ready to walk? This is a walking stream. We've done a lot of walking this stream. That's so annoying that oh, it's so annoying that the stream crashed though. I was actually having a lot of fun. There's a good amount of things going on. But no, can't have nice things. Alright. Why am I in services? One thing I can do though is this. Hold on 1 second. One second. Why can't I? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm trying to. Might as well do some recruitment while we're running around, right? I thought I could do /2. Well, do I have to just? Oh, I can't space, really? Here, hold on. Might as well do some recruiting. No. There we go, cool. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Might as well do some recruiting while we're running around. Let's see. A flare fight. It's in Fellwood, I was wrong though. Basically, the flare won't work, so you need an area of effect. But run randomly around until... Oh, you know what? I think I remember that. Apparently, Frost is a glitch with Ancient Suffering where quest giver just won't spawn. The old world quest seemed very primitive. Yeah, actually, there's one in Surmar that broke on me. Like, the NPC just wouldn't pop up. And it was not great. What in the world is going on? Guild. Oh! Oh, that was like a while ago. I'm like, oh, someone's in the guild right now. That's funny. Nope, that was from like like a week ago. Okay, cool. I'm gonna actually do that for /1. Let's see. Actually, hold on. Let me just. Sorry, guys. I want to recruit because we do need to recruit some people for sure. Post in chat. And there we go. Look at that. We're gonna recruit the newbies. Blizz, job well done. Blizz, the game's. What is it? Yeah, really. But no one ever does that quest. Whoever does that, everyone's already done it before. Yeah, okay. You don't want new players, I assume. Okay. Let's go up here. And we are now at Azure Wash, one of my favorite places in WoW. I know people hate this area, but I love it. It's just so atmospheric. It's peaceful. It's calm. It's you got I almost said sea cows. You got alien cows. What more could you ask for, really? Not a lot. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Let's try to mate our bunnies. You and me, girl. There we go. Spring fling, baby. That's it. Spring fling. You guys have level boosts. Don't you? Blizzard help. Yeah. You guys have Blizzard. Yeah. You guys have level boosts. All right. We did this. I don't know if we need to do Horde. I don't know if it like counts for Horde and Alliance there, but we already. Oh wait, I already have this double duplicated. My bad. Delete. So yeah, that's good. Just for the occasion. So we just need the rest of the rest of these. We have to just like, grind for. Okay. Yeah. So let's just grind some eggs. Let's see. What can we talk about? If you guys have a topic you want to talk about, let me know. We'll just spend the night talking. We can talk about anything from world politics to no, I'm just kidding. Not world politics at all. I don't know. We could talk about anything. We could talk about my history in World of Warcraft. We could talk about the full story. I don't know. We could talk about whatever. I hope they expand follower dungeons up to original. Yeah, I think they should for like classic stuff. That'd be kind of interesting because there's some mechanics you can only do with groups, and well, I mean, a lot of them you could do with just like one other person, so it's not the worst. But no, I understand what you're saying though. Garrosh did nothing wrong. There you go. That's a topic. I think Garrosh honestly, like I can understand what happened with him. It's like he was given a lot of power when he was very young, didn't know what he was doing at all. That's on Thrall. Thrall made a bad decision there. Now what I will say is that the Horde, the Horde war chiefs have been like really just they dice like every single expansion. It's ridiculous. Like every expansion, there's a new war chief or whatever. Now I think they're like a council, but no one really cares. There's always got to be a war chief. You can't have the Horde without a war chief. It goes against everything about it. I would never stop saying that I really wish that Garrosh story just with being an overly ambitious orc. No, yeah, I think they could have even done some old god corruption, but not the way they did it. Like they just went way overboard with it. Like have his own personality be his personality, but it's just like enhanced, as opposed to completely 100% corrupted, like they did end up doing. Ryan's still a Night of Sarcasm. I hope your journey across Azeroth is going well. Bit of a crazy one. Or better, Garrosh realizes he's being corrupted and it changes him for the better. Yeah, like he like overcomes the corruption. Oh my gosh, you know what they could have done? They could have totally done a Grommash 2.0 or Garrosh, Grommash 2.0, where like Grommash finally fought the curse of the Fell. They could totally have done that for him. Why did they not do that? That would have made sense. Like Father like Son. The main villain that actually evolves. Oh no, we're doing the lag stuff again with YouTube. What is happening? Okay. I don't know why this has not happened in over a month. Let me just wait a second. Okay. Um it lagged for a split second on my end. I got nervous. Okay. Yeah, on our way. Okay, good Ryan style, good. It's a long run. But okay. So if it's not lagging on your, then we're good. But yeah, uh, excuse me. Wow. Um, yeah, they need to write their villains a little better. I don't know how. I think Zalatath is a little bit better from what I understand. I'm actually interested in what happens right now, so that's good. That's a good step in the right direction. And Dragonflight, I honestly couldn't tell you who the main bad guys were, and I really didn't care. It was just a little bit all over the place. It was better than Shadowlands, but it was still a little bit too hard to follow. And by too hard to follow, I mean I just didn't care. But this one, I actually care what happens with Zalatath. Like they're really building her up to be a really powerful big enemy, and not too overly powered. Like we know that she's not the most powerful thing in the universe, but she's very smart, which I like. You need to have a smart villain, smart female villains, not angry female villains. Those angry female villains are terrible. Like I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like like mm, they're basically like enemy Mary Sue villains. You know, it's like what in the world's happening? Not great. Pure evil villains are fine. What's not fine is when they turn characters like Sylvanas and Garrosh pure evil, and then try to backpedal, and then yeah, you can write an evil character and them still be relatable. Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, pure evil characters are perfectly fine. Um, like Sargeras, while he had good intentions, he's just straight up evil. Like he is not good. Ugh. Now maybe if he becomes uncorrupted, he can maybe have a chance. But like the current version of Sargeras is he is just purely evil, wanting to destroy. Like again, his goal is good theoretically, right? But he knows he's destroying entire civilizations, entire I guess solar systems, you know, etc. Like he knows. Just evil. All right. We've only got about, 2,000 more eggs to go. Eggs, where are you? So did anyone do an Easter egg hunt for Easter? We did one for my daughter. It was a lot of fun. They get so excited. Her and my niece got so excited. My nephew, he still does them just for fun, but he gets like money instead of chocolate. And we make his eggs like it's really fun for him because he's like 10, or I think he's 11, and so we make his eggs like super ridiculously hard to find as compared to my daughters who are just laying on the floor. My daughter was funny though. She actually got tired. Really kind of funny. While newer WoW villains just become cartoon Doctor Evil types. Well, yeah. Again, I think Zalatath is a good step in the right direction. I think she's actually a pretty well defined enemy. She's been in the game for like a decade at this point, so and they've been building her up for a long time. So I'm kind of happy about that. I need to find an optimized route for these eggs, by the way. Garrosh was evil, but he genuinely was for the orcs. To them changing it later, so he's destroying orcs too. Is just lazy writing. Yeah, like he should never. Yeah, I agree with you. A lot they could have done better. Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of purge Draenor from their, or Warlords of Draenor from their mind. I actually liked Draenor. I thought it was fine, but like some of the lore was botched. Some of the content was a lot of the content was botched. I liked garrisons, but I do agree they kept people in their garrisons instead of actually doing stuff like outside of them. There's no need to go outside of them. All right, where are all these eggs at? Kind of like being over in Azure Watch. It's really peaceful over here. There's not nearly as many people, and the music's great. The ambiance is great. It's nice. They tried to fix him in Warlords. In fairness, it was Mr. Pandora anywhere he went mad. Yeah, true. You're right. Yeah. I don't know his lore in Shadowlands. I just know that he's there and he yells or something. I don't remember. The problem with Warlords is it just became Legion / Burning Crusade near the end, as they abandoned the Iron Horde in favor of Gul'dan. Well, yeah. No, I see what you're saying. I mean, Gul'dan's a pretty good character, but I think they tried to pivot because that, from what I read, that was not their intention in the beginning. But they needed to change course because people were really unhappy. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I had read somewhere. At least I thought I read that. I hate allergy season. I swear. Okay, let's see if the stream. Okay, we're starting to build back an audience. Welcome, guys. I don't know who's all on, but welcome. Appreciate you guys joining. If you guys, the biggest thing you can do to support channels like the video. That's really it. Simple as that. We had like 7 or 8 people on, and then freaking the stream went bye bye. Okay. As Sticky Sauce would say, it's probably this evil gnome. I like Gul'dan, but they should have stuck to focusing on that. Yeah, I do. I agree with you. I really do think their intention was to do that, but it just they failed at it. Oh man, there's a little bit of lag going on here for sure. Okay. I don't know if it's just because there's a ton of players on, or if my internet's just. It's really weird that my AT&T internet's not working out well. That to me cause, you know, that to me makes me think that there's something else going on. There could be a storm outside that I just can't hear yet. Let's see. Oh, Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail. There's no bunny trail here. It's just woods covered with alien cows. That's all this is. Oh, hey. 2 eggs for the price of 1. Evil did everything wrong. Yeah. Crypto farmers are sucking your net. Yeah, that's probably what's going on, to be honest. I looked at my cookies the other day, like to delete some of them, and I had some cookies from like websites I've never visited. I'm like, okay. Probably are crypto farming off of me. Let's see. I need to find like a really optimal path for eggs. Let's see. I need to find a real optimal path because this is going to take forever if I don't. No. That's not it. Okay, brightly colored egg right here. Oh, what? Lame. Okay. I wonder if Ryan Stell and Nighter Stark hasn't made it to Ungar Crater. It's like a 20-minute walk or 30-minute walk. It's insane. It's a very long walk. The bunny event is total depravity. Running around devouring dangerous amounts of sugar while purple rodents breed in the streets. Oh gosh, that's one way to look at it. No, not there. We got a bit lost. Oh yeah, it happens. Hopefully, you guys don't lose your hopefully you guys what do you call it? Don't lose your bunny thing. Disguise, is that the right word? I don't know if that's the right word. But hopefully you don't lose it. It is a painful achievement. It's not the worst achievement in the game. That's definitely not true. But it's like one of the harder achievements in the what a strange trip it's been. What a long strange trip it's been. Just really something. Earthen are locked out of this event. Are they really? Why? Why are they locked out of this event? They can't eat food, so they can't do chocolate. Oh wow! I never thought of that. Interesting. Poor Earthen. You know what I'm really mad about? I completely forgot to make coffee before the stream, so I'm doing this coffee list, which mind you I've never done before. So I probably will at some point have to go get some kind of energy drink or coffee or something. I cannot believe I forgot coffee. As soon as I realized it, I even told my wife like, I didn't make coffee apparently, so gonna just try how this or see how this works. Could also be why I can't speak god dang English. There is no loot. Don't want you, bunny. Don't want you. I know, it's hard to hear that. Okay. Oh, I didn't even know that you could get a egg up here. I actually like Ajurma style for egg hunting. It's actually pretty concise, relatively speaking at least. Don't want you, bunny. Okay. Also, the music here is just so peaceful. I could literally fall asleep with this music on. I really could. They'd also be unable to do the fair food. Yeah, true. Never thought about that. I mean, obviously, I don't even have Earthen as allied races, but I never thought about that. Don't want you, bunny. Are you? What are you, Warner Bros. Current CEO? They're planning on sell. Oh no! Actually, you know what? I don't feel bad for Warner Bros. They made a lot of bad mistakes. Made a lot of bad mistakes. So you know what? Screw them. I used to love Warner Bros. Like they were so good. Like they just make some stupid decisions. Okay, I feel like that's the entire entertainment industry right now. Everyone just can't. Oh no, my daughter's crying. Hold on, guys. Sooner Looney Tunes and such goes public domain, the better. So, true, better was just like, yeah, that's true. It is really sad. Why my daughter? She's like waking up almost every night. It's really annoying. I mean, I felt bad for her, but it's like, come on, girl, you need to sleep in your own bed. Like she'd been good for like months, and then all of a sudden it's like Super Looney Tunes. Oh wait, the lag is slowly returning. No, no. Let's hope not. Let me see if I can get rid of some stuff on my hard drive. These can go away. Yeah, bad weather. You know, I don't know. Maybe. I'm looking right now. There shouldn't be any bad weather right now. No, no bad weather. But my internet on my phone too is also being knocked out, so I don't really understand. I don't really understand what's going on. Okay. Yeah, not currently any bad weather, so never know. Check your internet provider, see if they're yeah. I'll do that if it continues to be bad. Because literally it has been bad for like over a month, and I had oh I see that I see a little bit of lag. Let me do something a little crazy. I'm gonna actually just gosh, what is happening? Okay, we might be back. Are we back? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna have to go get my daughter here in a minute. I think I don't know why she's crying. It's like every night at this point. Okay, well, at least the YouTube lag's gone for now. Let's see. Maybe we'll see if it's gone forever. Is Twitch version 2? No, Twitch it seems fine. As far as I can tell, it did crash last time, but um, I think I'm probably just gonna have to be right back, guys. This has been a wild stream. Let me open up all these eggs real quick. Looks like we might get 100 here. I don't know. Oh, we got a cursed rabbit's foot. Hey, spring flowers. Okay. Yep. Let me be right back, guys. After I open these eggs. You know what? I need to be right back now. All right. So I'll talk to you guys in just a minute. We're gonna put this. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. Okay. I am so sorry about that. That was, yeah, that was, you know how it is. Okay, make sure everything's going. Desktop audio, how is it so low? Throw it there. That's probably good. Okay. Okay, well, hope you all are doing well. Hopefully you guys got that achievement, Ryan Still Not Sarcasm. Hopefully everyone's still alive. That was a bit of a not what I was expecting. But we're good now. Oh, my sound's on. Oops. Weird. Okay, cool. Alright. So, alright. We are back at it. We're just gonna be collecting eggs like crazy. I don't know what this lucky foot's supposed to do. I'm kinda nervous about it. And yes, rabbit feet for free. Yep. That's where we're at. Let's see. Let's open up all these eggs real quick. I know we don't really need to, but I think we're gonna have 100. We might have 100 chocolate at this point. Let's see. We'll be close at least. So yeah, we need to do a bunch of it. Yeah. The shake your bunny maker. What is that? Give the paw to the gnome. Oh god. Oh god, sticky sauce. That's so funny. Okay, we're at 96. Oh my god, we need 4 more. Let's just get 4 more real quick and do it. 1. Oh, whoops, I'm stupid. 1. He can be store. Yeah, he will be my probably my bank alt. I usually do with any boosted character, to be honest. Bank alts is what they become. I have one that's a tank. Excuse me, one of my main tanks on my old account, but that's he is the his name is also boosted and he's an undead death knight, so I mean it kind of makes up for it. Also, he's my first boosted character like ever, so and he's still not level 80, or he might have just got to level 80 recently. I don't remember. So really, we're not saying much with that. Okay. So for anyone who's joining back about after the crash earlier, I have no idea why that happened. Still, we have got a few achievements done. We're going for a the Noblegarden. We're going for 100% completion for Noblegarden, not just all the achievements, right? So yeah. Okay. You just need to get him really large bags to source of, and yeah, like really large bags, bags that are significantly larger than he is. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, I guess I could do the 100 chocolates right now. Let's just do it. All right. I guess I really only need a 75 for that, but you know what I'm saying. My bad. Okay, this light is a little bit bright. I'm gonna turn it down. Let's see. Let's see how this looks. There we go. Yeah, that looks better in my opinion. Okay, so let's keep eating these chocolates. Let's just make ourselves sicker than a bat. Not sure if bats can get sick really, but you know what? We're gonna be sicker than one. Phone's gonna die. Probably should have charged it before the stream. I always do this. Chocolate poisoning achievement, yes. There is an achievement for getting like 1,000 happiness with the chocolate cake or something like that, and you end up throwing up or something. Also, I didn't never do that. The Noblegarden chocolate made you well fed. Seems like an oxymoron, to be honest. Is it anywhere in the hot springs? No. It's just in the hot springs themselves. It doesn't have to be like a specific area. As long as you were in the hot springs, you're good. see. We're going for chocoholic. We need 20 more chocolate. Yeah, we're easily gonna get this. All right, 10 more. And we got our chocoholic achievement. Cool. All right, so now we can do this. We can go here, and we can do a little. Oh, boom! There you go. Done. Okay. Let me just check this real quick. Let me do. Remember. Chat. All right. Might as well do some recruiting while we're hoarding eggs. Hurt. Yeah, so we got Chocoholic. Good achievement. Not really. I mean, it's just an achievement, but not a difficult one by any means. But now we don't have to waste any more chocolates on eating them or for our other achievements. Now we can just straight up, get cosmetics, etc. Blushing Bright achievement has to be awkward. Yeah. It's going to be awkward just a little bit. A little bit. It is what it is. We'll make do. Or just, we'll just do how Cloud did in Final Fantasy VII. It'll be all right. There's a lot of bunnies running around. Holy crap! You know what's weird? I always feel like on Easter I see a lot more bunnies, and like I swear I saw like 4 or 5 bunnies on Easter. I don't know if it's just like the perfect time for them to come out because like of the weather and all that, but man, it was just like they were just running around like crazy. I saw one today too. I don't know. There's bunnies everywhere, right? But like it just seems like there's an exorbitant amount during this week. They're all hiding eggs. Okay. You're lucky all we get is super aggressive seagulls. Well, you know what? I guess we are lucky, right? We get all kinds of stuff. We get raccoons. Oh my gosh, we get raccoons. We have a pack of coyotes about a few hundred feet from our house, which is always nice. Thankfully, they don't. We have a fence. They don't bother us, but we're by there's a lot of like emergency vehicles around this area. In general, I just mean this whole area. And every time they go off, the coyotes just go wild. It's a really weird sound. I think as a kid it would have freaked me out, but obviously as an adult I'm like, well, yeah, they're not going to hurt us. But yeah. Plus my dog, she scares off like pretty much all the animals. She's 70 freaking pounds, and she could probably take at least one coyote. I don't think she could take more than one. But not saying they wouldn't try to take her, but seagull nesting season is a nightmare because they everything and are basically demonic creatures with me. Seagulls are mean, man. I remember one time it was so sad. Me and my grandma were. I was a little kid, right? I was like 6 or 7 maybe, and my grandma and I were collecting shells, and my grandma found a really beautiful like full clam, right? And like we were gonna like I guess after a while we were gonna get the shell from it or whatever, and a freaking seagull snapped it out of my grandma's hand, and I like almost cried. So I'm like, this is my shell. But good times. Yeah, seagulls can be a pain in the butt though. They get a little too comfortable with their surroundings. Let's see. I gotta ask, when is seagull nesting season? I've never experienced this. I don't live anywhere near a coast. I live near a river, but not a coast. I guess there's a coast and river, Also, for some insane reason, local authorities deem seagulls a protected species, so no one can deal with them. We're taking a bird that is invasive. Yeah, that is strange. Seagulls are literally everywhere too. There's millions of them. Maybe it's a specific breed of seagull. I don't know, but I wouldn't call seagulls protected species. They're everywhere. Okay, where did all the eggs go? I need my eggs. So this right here. Ooh, piece of candy. I swear, if someone donates like $50, I will say a piece of candy for 100. No, 400 eggs straight. And that's all I'll say for the whole stream. Be a really great stream. I tell you what. Ooh, piece of candy. Around these months, they nest and then go crazy. Okay, well that sucks. I hope you make it through. It sounds like a rough time. Okay. I think I can see smaller goals and see where is it. For the typical giant seagulls that swarm cities and stuff, they aren't endangered. If anything, they harm other birds a lot. Yeah, no, because they're more successful, right? So they steal all of the food from other goals. Yeah, no, I agree. I could see some. Yeah, I could definitely see maybe certain types of species are endangered, but yeah, not. I doubt every. I doubt the normal seagulls are. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I never realized there were crates of eggs here. Why can't I just grab those? Make things a lot easier. Okay. Oh my gosh, I wonder how many eggs we've gathered already. I probably should have been keeping track. At least 100, at least 100. So, I guess that's over 5% of them. That's a good amount. People forget that seagull isn't an actual species. There's lots of different types of seagull. Yeah, there are. I couldn't tell you what the species are, but I know that there's more than one. So it would make sense that there's only one type of seagull in the entire world. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, seagull nesting season. That's gotta be rough. It's just for ease, like when we say ant. Yeah, there's tons of tough types of ants for sure. We cheated and got it. How did you cheat? Did you get a port? And I mean every. No, I agree. Sticky sauce, yeah. How did you guys get it? I'm curious now. It is a pain. It is a pain of an achievement. For those wondering, they're talking about the Hot Springs achievement for the Bunnymaker. She casts Blossoming Branch on me at the Hot Springs didn't work. Blossoming Branch. Oh yeah, yep. That does work too. I forgot to mention that. I probably should have mentioned that to you guys. I knew that worked, but I also knew that well, I probably could have done that. Probably would have been easier, but I just wanted to. I mean, I guess if I would have thought about it, I would have known that it worked. I think I've done it that way before, but um, uh, it's better content their way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I wanted to do it the long way, so that way people could see how hard it was as an alliance character. But like also, I didn't want to bother anyone to like say, oh, like I need someone, blah blah blah. I just wanted to go do it. You know, it was kind of fun to do it that way too. We're going back to classic and retail. That's why I don't remember these. I forget what that is. Oh, you did all of them in 09. Yeah, that's like I mean, technically I've done them in 09 too in my original account, but yeah, no. Um, sometimes, I mean, sometimes you just have done achievements so long ago you don't remember them. Okay, making really good progress here. Actually, really happy about this. Is there any eggs in here? I don't actually know. Even at there's like I think it's like 1 billion ants per human on the planet, or like 100 billion. I don't know. It's a lot. Even at our most extreme population growth, humans got nothing on bugs. Yeah, no, they're and then if you think about bacteria, I mean, it's like there's more bacteria than there are like molecules of something there. Like I'm not gonna say like there are probably more bacteria than there are atoms of carbon. That doesn't make sense. Not atoms of carbon, but you know what I'm saying. Like there's a hell of a lot of bugs or bacteria. My brain's not working very well. It wouldn't make sense that there's more bacteria than carbon because they're made out of carbon. I was thinking of like maybe silica or something, but silica is sand, so I don't think there's. Anyway, there's a lot of bacteria. There's trillions, septillions of actually, I'm gonna look it up. How much bacteria is on Earth? 5 nonillion. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this. I want to show you this. That 5,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 estimated bacteria on Earth. That's just a couple, right? So I don't even know how to quantify that. I don't think you can. I don't think our brains can even understand that number. Not even close. The deck was on last year. Yeah, the deck was there last year. I think I did it a couple times. I don't know, but I never got the mount, which we'll have to get. Um, my goal is really to get all these eggs out of the way first, and then go about the other achievements. The Shadowlands achievements will probably be Arch quests. I don't even know. I really want to do the visions though. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day if we can even get on. Okay. And that's just bacteria on Earth. They found bacteria in space. Yeah, they have. They found it. They assumed that it's traveled through like meteor impacts and us shooting stuff into space, etc. Which who knows how much bacteria there is out there? Maybe all of the life, if there is life on other planets. I personally, I'm not convinced, but maybe there is. But I wouldn't doubt if humans accidentally spread it, just because if let's say, well, think of the meteor for the dinosaurs, right? It spewed a bunch of dust into space, right? And that dust could have had bacteria on it. Like there could have been there could be plants with bacteria on it that's been there for thousands of years, like millions of years. Even. Who knows? Who knows what's out there? But it's crazy. I mean that gives me like, uh, well, I don't want to spoil, but like Battlestar Galactica vibes. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to explain why that gives you those vibes, but kind of does. Okay. Even Halo vibes. Like that's kind of what happened in Halo, right? The Forerunners disappeared, but the humans were living alongside the Forerunners too, and they were like, I don't know how they got on Earth, but I guess they traveled there, and I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it all works, but I'm pretty sure that the Forerunners and humans existed at the same time in the same area. Well, life on is nearly impossible to not be a thing. What's unlikely is being able to explore space. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a good point. Like we're not gonna be able to explore space like sci-fi can. I wish. There's absolutely life in space, just not Klingons or Jedi. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I would want to see evidence before I could for sure say that there'd be life in the universe other than us. Like I need more evidence, but that's a topic for it. I would love to do like a stream talking about why that is, but I don't think I just don't see. I think people aren't. I think a lot of people don't know about like. It would be something I want to spend a lot of time explaining. Um, I don't want to just say stuff willy nilly, and then people are like, "Well, you dummy," you know. It's like, no, I mean, I know what my thoughts are. I just don't know. I would need to get them all collected before I mention anything. Life will be like simple plants, bacteria, viruses. Yeah. I can see what you're saying. I see what you're saying for sure. That's more believable to me, to be honest. I don't believe there's entire. One thing I will just say, I don't believe there's entire galactic empires or anything like that, like Star Wars or yeah, like Star Trek or anything like that. I don't think that that's. I don't think that that has happened. I think we would for sure see some more evidence of it or something. I'm not 100% sure, but you know what I'm saying. Like I don't think I think life intelligent life is super complicated, like way more than you or I could even comprehend. Um, but people use the term alien life to basically human like, and that's not what life technically is. Yeah, basically aliens would be the more boring. Yeah, I would agree with that. Honestly, if there were some sort of alien out there, I think it would be more simple life forms. That's just my thought. Um, yeah, who knows? Oh, what is happening? Why am I not going this way? What? That was really strange. My egg, you filthy. I swear, there's supposed to be individual eggs now, but like sometimes every once in a while, if someone else grabs them, they disappear. It's kind of weird. Intelligent life like us, if it exists, would likely be in alternate universes. I can understand what you're saying with that. I think that's more realistic, to be honest. Uh, Reality is often disappointing. Yeah, it's pretty lonely out there in the universe. It really is. I mean, I mean, yeah, it is pretty lonely out there. I think I think a lot of people just want there to be stuff that's real that's not. You know, it's unfortunate, but like they just really hope aliens exist because it make things make a lot more sense in the universe. I think, and also like I really can't stand when scientists just go around saying like, oh, it's they're definitely out there. It's like, well, you don't know that. You don't know. What would even be? What if there's like just a blob that was intelligent life? You know what I'm saying? And like then we would hate it. You know. So it's like you don't really. You really. And honestly, if there's intelligent life and they find us first, guess what? We're probably all dead. So you really don't want there to be super hyper advanced civilizations out there. You want them to be the same level as us or less. Because if we're the first ones out there that are the best civilization in the entire galaxy, then we have a fighting chance of being the best permanently. But let's say we find, like, there's actually a really cool book series about it called The Three Body Problem. And so let's say we find an alien race out there and they, well, let's just say they're a little smarter than us or they have better ways to advance our technology, well, guess what? We're we're done for. There's no way. We're not even close scientifically to be able to even touch another galactic civilization. So if there is one out there, we better hope to God that they're as benevolent as humans are. Because humans are a very benevolent species, to be honest. Like, uh, a lot of animals don't show kindness to other types of animals. They either fear them, or maybe they'll help each other out, but they don't really. Like humans have true altruism, which is not a very common thing, and so we're very lucky. Like if you want to go, like you know, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I'm just going purely scientific right now. I don't. I have my own beliefs, but like I'm going purely scientific. If we're going purely scientific, then the fact that humans develop consciousness and not, I don't know, some other species like bonobo, or not even bonobo. Bonobos are a little bit of an exception, but like thank God, uh, chimpanzees didn't. gain intelligence because they're vicious, like they are violent, and I mean humans are too. But like, out of all the species on Earth, we are one of the most altruistic. So, thank God, you know, if you're just going purely scientific, thank God humans are the ones who made it out of that. Humans can get along with other humans. Can't get along with other humans. We're not ready for it. Well, yeah. What I was saying is that we do fight wars and stuff, but um um we fight wars with a purpose and a reason. And sometimes it is just because a leader says they want to kill somebody, right? But like, um, you know, humans are believe like compared to other animals are more kind. We can show kindness. We can show goodness. We can show altruism. We do now. We don't do it perfectly, but we do care for the old, the sick, the poor, the widowers, the widows. We do care for them, right? To some degree, at least. Even in ancient civilizations, even in cave caveman civilizations. Why are we glitching out here? But you know what I'm saying. So, uh, who knows what would happen if we met another civilization? Probably wouldn't go very well. Us benevolent. Have you seen how many wars we started over the dumbest stuff? Yeah, Rebound Problems also on Netflix. Yeah, it is. It is. Hey, Six Shot, welcome. I'm sorry, but that take is horrible. We've started so many wars. Well, yeah, but we also take care of the sick and the poor. I mean, like dogs don't do that. If a dog is sick and they just leave it. I mean, they don't have a choice, right? But I mean, yeah, humans have started wars for stupid reasons, but we also take care of our dying mothers and our dying fathers. You know, like no other animal does that on the planet. So I get that we start wars over stupid reasons, but those are usually because stupid leaders are in charge. Do we really though? I mean, you could say we don't, but I mean, we don't throw them in a fire once they get too old, right? Because if you think about it logically, after someone is the age of what? Well, let's say the age of 40. Well, females can't have kids, right? At that age, so they have no use. So if we weren't a benevolent species, we would just burn them alive or something, you know, like we just kill them all. And men, I mean, shoot, you know, like if you really wanted to say it, like we could just freeze all the eggs and sperm. We don't even need humans. We just need robots, really. So like we are benevolent. I believe that. Um, because otherwise, if you want to say we're not, then why don't we just kill the useless people, right? Honestly. Um, so yeah, I don't think it's a bad take saying that at all. Okay, look at this. We're getting too many of these. Got so many of these. Um, True neutral then benevolent. If Chipskin collects powers, they destroy everything. Them and dolphins. Yeah, that's true. Humans are better described as true neutral than benevolent. I don't know because, like as I said, there are even stories of cave dwellers who took care of old people. Like, I mean, only other species of primates have done that. Like, there's no other species on the entire planet that has ever made that decision ever. So, there's many societies that destroy the weak. However, this is a topic folk have debated for centuries. Yeah, but there's also almost all civilizations do care for the old and the weak and the poor, to a degree, I should say. Um, you know, yeah, but I mean, you guys could say it's a bad take, but I mean, if that's the case, then why don't we just get rid of why don't we get rid of the useless people, right? Like honestly, if you think it's a bad take that you think we're just all evil creatures, I think inherently humans are evil, but at the same time, there's a lot of them who are not. You know, they either get over it or they were taught differently or raised in a society where goodness was taught. Um, but there are definitely societies where that's not the case. I mean, there like you should see some of the like Romans, I think in particular, were very brutal people. So were the cons, you know, and a lot of societies were brutal. I think we're the least brutal we've ever been. That you can't deny that. If you deny that, then I don't think you know history. You know, good and evil are just extreme terms, and reality is much more complicated. We're very few individuals are good or evil; they simply are. I don't know. I think there is good and evil. I think people who go murder 15 people and rape women, you know, they're pretty evil. I don't really think you can say they just like you could say that. Oh well, they just had a different life or they had something wrong. Well, sure, but like that's still not. I mean, I do think that there's true evil and true good for sure. I don't think it's common. I think a lot of people are just trying to do the best they can, like I am. Like I'm not. I don't want to say I'm good or evil. I'm just. I would say I'm less evil than I was when I was 18. I'll tell you that much. I was a piece of shit when I was 18, and I think I've definitely made a long way from that time of my life. But like, I wouldn't say I'm evil or good necessarily. Um, if that makes sense. Yes, but you brought up the most extreme example. What I'm saying is, most people are not inherently benevolent or inherently malevolent. I would agree. I would say not, I would say most people. I would say like, if you think about it, most humans just want to survive like any critter. Yeah, exactly. No, I would agree with you, Sticky Sauce. I would say even psychopaths, if they're raised in a loving and caring home and they get medical help and mental help, then they still can be good people. I think the guy who did a study on like he did like brain scans on psychopathic people, and he did like I don't know how many scans he did, but he did a lot, and he did some controls. He did himself and his research team and a few other volunteers as controls, and turns out he had the brain of a psychopath, but he was not an evil person. He was still like I wouldn't even say he was good. He was just I would say in some ways he was good. He was trying to help figure out how psychopaths are how their brain functions. So interesting story. I'll have to look up like the studies on that. It's really interesting. So this is a crazy subject for a bunny stream. Hey, we gotta find something to do while we collect 1,700 um, eggs. Something to talk about, right? Let's see. But yeah, we can talk about something else. You guys see that sword in Silithus before? It's a really interesting sword. Let's see. Yeah, that the three brownie problem. That's a really interesting series. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but like it's really cool. I really enjoy the first season of that. I can't. Have they started season two? What sword? Yeah, what sword? Yeah, I agree. What sword? What sword are we talking about? Um, yeah. Oh gosh. Let's see. Yeah, Three Better Problem. I recommend it if you want to watch it. It's pretty complicated. It's a really cool show, and they do the books. I mean, I haven't read the books, but I've listened to recaps and stuff. And from what I could tell, they really do a good. Jeez, my phone is like taking all the room. They do a good job on recreating the book in a way that makes sense for TV. So, a really cool um, series. Recommend it if you're into sci-fi and anything like that. I really recommend it. Okay, let's see. It's not a one-to-one recreation of the book though. So if you read the book and you're gonna watch this TV show, just expect it to be a little bit different. Let's see. Why the heck are they obsessed with making the golem has? Oh, I don't even know. I think it's really dumb. I think whenever Christopher Tolkien died, Lord of the Rings had died with him. You know, I really do. I'm really sad. Once he died, I'm like, oh gosh, what's gonna happen? And they've just taken the series in such a weird direction. Like there hasn't been anything good from Lord of the Rings, and like since even The Hobbit was pretty terrible, in my opinion. I did not like. I've read the Hobbit book, and it hasn't. The Hobbit book and the Hobbit movie are two completely different things, and they don't really make a lot. Like I know Peter Jackson added different stuff in Lord of the Rings 2 and told the story, but for the most part, he told the story accurately, just slightly differently. Let's imagine they make a whole species of golem just to try and get more money. Oh my gosh! Did you guys see that? Uh, that Golem game that came out a while ago. It was terrible. I never played it, but I watched videos on it. It was horrible. There's 3 extra movies worth of Hobbit that wasn't Hobbit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Hobbit. You can't really make the Hobbit into 3 movies. That's maybe 2 at the very most, but 3 movies was just. When they said that, I'm like, what? And the whole 3rd movie basically is not in the book at all. Like, literally, maybe like 2 pages. I think the Battle of the 5 Armies is like 1 chapter long, and yet they made it into an entire movie. I don't understand how they did that. It was not very good. Golem made me think maybe Sir had a point. Yeah. Yeah. Cumberland, though, even in a room with screen capture, awesome. Yeah, Cumberland did a good job with what he was given. I think he played Smaug really well. I think honestly the first 2 Hobbits were okay, but the 3rd Hobbit movie just made no sense at all. It was all made up, and I just don't think they did a very good job. It was very contrived. Benedict Cucumber, yeah, pretty much. Did you see him in his gray motion? Yeah. Yep. He did a good job. I mean, obviously they had to enhance his voice and all that stuff, but like he still did good for what. Um, I think he did a really good job. And again, Rings of Power apparently retcons Sauron. Oh my gosh, yes, Sauron is such just a misunderstood character. No, Tolkien wrote him to be evil. He's one of those pure evil characters, you know. Like this, when you write pure evil, just make him pure evil. There's not like a Balrog is not misunderstood. It's just evil. It's as simple as that. All right. Let's see. He moved perfectly. Yeah, I didn't really watch the whole video, but yeah, I watched part of it. It's pretty cool to see that how they were able to like basically put Smaug on his body. That was a really cool that they were able to do that. It went to be silenced. Like the actor, not the character. Christopher Lee, excellent. Yeah, Christopher Lee was cool. Very much one of my favorite actors of all time. I'm sad that he went, but I mean he was old. He was really old. I'm glad he got to live a long life. People who complain about always chaotic evil forget why he did it. He did it deliberately so folk would understand it's fantasy and not overthink. Yeah. Yeah, it's just fantasy. It's a big evil dude with a giant sword, you know. And like I think the way that Shadow of Mordor, the video game, did it was very good. Like it still showed him as very evil, but like kind of gave a little more backstory, like of how he did it. I think unfortunately though, you know, there's not going to be any more Shadow of Mordor games, even though they're really, really, really good. Thank you, Warner Brothers, for that one. That's something Warner Brothers did. Hello? I'm stuck. I don't want to be a bunny. I don't want to. Yet folk obsess over the why anyway. Yeah, it's like why was Sauron such a bad evil dude? Well, because he was. Don't overthink it. He's in a rock band. He's supposed to be James Bond. He was a code breaker if I recall. She spoke. Maybe 10 languages. Oh, I don't know anything about that. I only know him from his like later in life roles, like Count Dooku and all that. I don't know anything about the other stuff. I don't really. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't really pay attention to celebrity lives. I do to a degree because there's some actors and actresses I like a lot, but like for the most part, I'm like I watch the movie and if you're good in the movie, that's good. You know, like that's my stance on it. I'm very much a you know, you you do good in the movie, then good on you. You do bad in the movie, then well, hopefully you do better next time. What I never got is why Gandalf didn't just beat Sauron's butt. Personally, as much as he could, guess it was. It's a story. Well, I think Sauron took him by. Well, oh, you why he didn't beat Sauron? I think it was just like a power thing. Honestly, I don't know. Sauron was pretty powerful, but I think the ring. I think Gandalf feared the ring would corrupt him, and I think that was. I think if he would have taken the ring and used it on Sauron, he could have easily defeated him. But like, I think he knew that if he would have grabbed it, he would have become corrupt. You know, if that makes sense. Because like in at least in the movie, it portrayed this really well, and in the books, it did it way better, of course. But like, you know, he like touches the ring and he says like, no, I can't touch this ring. Like, don't ever give me the ring again, ever, to Frodo. And he was saying right there that basically, like, if I take this ring, I will destroy the world. Or maybe the wizards had restrictions. Well, no, they could definitely take the ring, but they would use it. You know, they'd become overwhelmingly powerful. Christopher Reeve, Vincent Prime. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who Vincent Price is. Tim Curry, I know who that is, but I don't remember what he plays in. Like, I can't put a face to the name. I just know the name. The colors for ranks of levels. Well, Gandalf of many colors, which is what he actually was in the books, was basically saying that he is better than all. He's all the other wizards at once and better than all of them. Now in the movie, they just said it Gandalf the White, but White was still considered the most powerful. Or maybe they did Gandalf of many colors, and I can't remember. I think they did before he, like, once he went to Sauron. But in the book, he was known as Saruman of many colors. Only Sam and Tom could hold the ring and never be crushed. Yep, that's because they had good intentions in their heart. But even Frodo, I mean, he struggled, man. Which I don't blame him. I mean, that's like it's basically humans fight with temptation, right? You have something that's all powerful in your hand, and you're tempted to use it. Do you use it for your own selfish reasons, or do you try to save the world? You know, that's a really big theme throughout Lord of the Rings. Very, 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 very powerful. Because like I think we all in that situation would have our own, like, you know, that's why they have the Fellowship of the Ring. You have Boromir who wanted to use it to bring glory to Gondor, but if he would have actually gotten it, he would have used it for evil. The power would have corrupted him. Even Aragorn, I think Aragorn probably could have been okay, but even him, he said, "I dare not touch it." You know, like, I'm not going to touch it because I don't even want to risk what would happen. Movie Frodo annoyed me. Call him, "Don't look in the water." Frodo immediately looks in the water. You're not wrong about that one. I think Frodo's added to the appeal of darkness of the ring. Oh yeah. I think it did too because he had like the Morgul blade in his chest, so he was constantly being pressured by the Nazgul. I absolutely agree with that. I think that is 100% a thing that happened. I don't know the full lore of that, but yeah, I agree. Okay, we're making progress. We've got probably another 100 eggs in here, maybe less. Who knows? I'll have to open them up here in a minute. Okay. I hate whenever you do that. You click on an egg and it just disappears. Come on. Also, the scene with Gollum fighting for the ring shows how tragic was. He was banished. It was clear the other Hobbit would have killed him too. Yeah. Oh yeah. They would have killed each other over the ring, for sure. And like, who knows what would have happened? I mean, Maybe if Gollum wouldn't have gotten it, maybe the Hobbit would have turned him in or turned it into Sauron, and then we wouldn't have Lord of the Rings, right? Now, obviously, we have Lord of the Rings because J.R.R. Tolkien said we needed it, and thank God he did. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I love thinking about like, what if this exactly, even in real life, like if you think about real life, imagine if one single thing went differently in our history. Like for example, imagine we lost the Revolutionary War in America. The whole world would be different, right? Imagine if Abraham Lincoln was never killed. Imagine if George Washington had a third term for presidency. You know, imagine if all these things and like you could just put all the pieces together to see like how different the world would be. And like it almost makes you feel like everything in the world has gone a certain way for I don't know. I don't want to get philosophical, but like you know what I'm saying. Like it just seems like the world is like such a it's a step, right? It's a stepwise interaction. Every single thing has an opposite equal reaction to it, and it's very interesting to think about all that stuff. Sauron Wins, basically the book 1984. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. That is the book 1984. Vincent Price's last role was Edward. Oh, I love Edward Scissorhands. What did he play in Edward Scissorhands? That reminds me of what Amber Heard said. He's the man who convinced you that his hands were made out of scissors. Okay, sorry, but she has what you call what was it called, the pretty privilege or whatever. That's basically her in a nutshell. Um, not very smart, but she was pretty, so she got a lot of roles in acting. Okay. Let's see. Edward's that. Oh, I never knew that. Okay, I didn't know that was Vincent Price. Because I'd heard the name before, like once or twice, but I never know. I didn't know he was actually like a big name. No eggs there. Should we open up our eggs? Let's go ahead and open up our eggs. Hey, look at that. We got dressed for the occasion. Let's pop that in here. Dressed for the occasion. Where are you? Dressed for the occasion. Right here. Cool. Another achievement down. Edward Scissorhands was the person. Yeah, I know. I watched it with my wife. She never watched it before, and she's like, "Wow, that was a really sad movie." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I think Johnny Depp did such a good job in that. Like he's one of my favorite actors by far. Like seriously. Hold on, let me just change. Okay, cool. All right. You got the dress now. You can get married for the. Oh gosh, yeah. Shared one of the cutest scenes with Vincent. Okay, cool. I'll look at it later, of course. Let's see. Where's my dress? I want to find my dress. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. At least I can be the bunny. What I need to blushing bride. Guess I'm wearing an elegant dress. Oh, I don't have the tuxedo pants yet. Okay, well never mind. We'll do that later. My favorite of his movies was Theater of Blood. I never watched Theater of Blood. Tomb of Legia, I definitely haven't seen that one before. I guess I need to wear the white tuxedo shirt and black tuxedo pants. I need black tuxedo pants. Those are the rare ones. Rarer ones, I should say. What is this? Oh, Spring Forest. Oh, wow. Spring Forest pouch. Okay. That is actually right here. Okay, then we had to get 50 less chocolates because I thought this was a chocolate only one. I really did. That's cool. Works next time. Good luck, mate. Okay, six shot. Thank you for joining. I'll see you later. See you around. Have a good night. Bunny in your dress furry. Oh God. The pouch is needed for the desert road. Yeah, yeah. We'll have to go do that. Maybe after our next batch of eggs, we can check that out. What just dropped? White tuxedo shirt. Another one. We have so many of them. All right. Spring flowers. We got so many of these. Shake your flowers. Okay. This stream SpongeBob chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Yeah. Or chocolate, chocolate. Yeah. Okay. That's basically it. Hey, Sunday's finest. Look at that. We got black tuxedo pants. Okay. So let's go back to achievements. Sunday's finest. Cool. Got almost all the achievements in this. Okay, now we've got to go kiss someone with our pants on. So I already have the shirt on, but we need to put the pants on. Why is this? Hello. The pouch is okay. I ported into dollar. Okay, yeah. Nice sarcasm. If you want to come over here, I don't really care. But you know the Aztecs' original drink, chocolate bitter and cold with spices. I mean, I like dark chocolate a lot. I'm not gonna lie. um, it basically lived on chocolate milk, spicy chocolate. Really, I did not know that. Huh. I'm horrid, but I can get kissed in Neutral City. Oh, let me go to Dalaran then. I'll meet you there. Let's see. You have an elegant dress on that character, I assume. Okay, that's really interesting. Sticky sauce though. My arm itched. Rhinestell. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you were still on or not. Okay, let me go to Dalaran, I guess. Um, okay, let me head to Dalaran. All right, wait, which Dalaran are you guys in? Well, I didn't live on it, but they consumed it a lot. Oh, really? Chocolate is holy relic or something else. I mean, it's my holy relic, right? Just kidding, of course. But I mean, I eat way too much. I'm like addicted to chocolate. It's my one weakness. Like I would be like as thin as a pancake if it was not for dessert. I love dessert so much. I guess I could just look where you're at here. You're in the Pathfinder's Den, and you're in Dalaran City. It doesn't even say what city you're in. It just says Dalaran. Like, how am I supposed to know which Dalaran that is? I guess I'll go to the Dalaran and Wrath of the Lich King. I don't know. Legion, dang it! I think I have a Legion. I have a Legion teleporter. I clicked the wrong one, but I wasn't sure. So, but it's okay. I have a Dalaran. I have a Dalaran holster. Some of them also smoked it. It's amazing how much Europeans change stuff when they smoked chocolate. That's so interesting. You mean like in a pipe, or do you mean like what you do with meat? Like use your purple. Yeah, I will. Let me just. Where is my purple? It hurts so, by the way. There we go. Cool. Oh, my bad. Aztec priest, they're eating it crazy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll eat it. Why not? I'd be that. I'd be the guy. I'd be like, this really tastes good with some sugar in it. All right. Loading into Legion. I guess we could also do a little bit of the, well, I guess you guys are both Horde, aren't you? So that's not going to work. Oh, we're loading. Oh, wait. Come on. We are definitely taking our time loading in here. I'd be the guy who eats the Aztecs Holy Rocks, yes. I'd be like, that's my chocolate. I do like me some chocolate. Okay. I mean, you can tell by looking at me I like chocolate. Anyway, here you guys are. I'm loading in. I guess everything's loading in still. I don't see you guys yet. Are you instanced? No. It's just loading. On the steps. It's loading. I can't see. Oh, there you are. Okay. There you go. Okay, don't tell my wife. Just kidding. There you are. I see you now. Okay. It's weird. I couldn't tell you guys apart from other people. Huh. Weird. Don't know how I feel with spicy chocolate. You know what? Some of my stories staying with grain of salt. Yeah. I drink spicy chocolate. Ooh. All right. So, Rhinestyle, did you complete all of your all the achievements already? Because you were already halfway there. So, like, use spring flowers. There we go. Got Blood Elf. And then, where are you? Okay. That's a 5-minute cooldown. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. A cup of cold, liquid, dark chocolate with lots of spices doesn't seem like it'd work. I clean your system. Got most of them. 4 achievements. Nice. I have, I guess I just have these two, but the Desert Rose one's going to be annoying. And Shake Your Bunny Maker is going to be really annoying. Because you can only do it. Oh, you can do it on other people. Okay. So that's good. I thought maybe you had to do it in a group. I was like, you got to be kidding me. But this 5-minute cooldown is ridiculous. Sure, but imagine drinking it every second for it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, now you're making it sound pretty gross. Now you're making it sound gross. Like, I have heartburn really bad. I could literally eat a piece of bread a day and I'd still have heartburn. So, excuse me. Yeah. So that sounds awful. Doing it more than one drink. Let's see. Thousand Needles, Badlands, Silphus. I like how all the deserts are in Eastern Kingdoms of Kalimdor. Like they're just all there. But we know there's the Volpera area too. That's a desert. And then what other deserts are there? And like newer expansions. I guess technically all of Outlands is a desert, but you know. Let me just check something real quick. On. All right. Okay. What is this? We need to. Oh, the 5-minute cooldown sucks on that thing. That's terrible. Put that up there just so we don't forget about it. We need to be using that like every second of every every second we can. Getting all the achievements in 09 is a lot of extra work there. Yeah, some of them are way easier than they are now. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to go to. Let's go to the Badlands, I guess. We'll get the Badlands, and then all of the other ones are in Kalimdor. Good. Okay, well, so we'll just get the one over here then. Badlands is right. Oh wait, it should be Badlands and. I'm surprised it doesn't call the Blasted Lands also a desert. It's kind of interesting. Badlands is up there. Okay, we'll make that. That won't. Though in fairness, I doubt that drinking most people claimed it was harder back then. It won't go to the store. Well, yeah, and chocolate is not super easy to make. You know, it's pretty difficult. From what I know, I mean, I don't really know how to make chocolate, but you know what I'm saying. Where is the Badlands? Wait, why do I keep missing this? Badlands is, I thought it was right after Red Ridge. It's a Blasted Lands. Badlands is up here. Okay, so straight north. I basically just need to go straight north. It was probably consumed during festivals, and we got butterbeer. Yeah, that's true. Butterbeer is pretty good. I like butterbeer. You know, okay. Chocolate fudge, never made any true chocolate. Oh, I love chocolate fudge. No, making chocolate from scratch is an absolute nightmare if you don't know what you're doing. I've only watched videos on it. I'm like, this is like really freaking complicated. I can make chocolate fudge. That's not a problem. But like when you talk about chocolate, like just from scratch, it's like, oh, this is my favorite area, and wow. Let's see. I'm gonna do the desert flower here. What is this thing? Spring roses? Oh, I clicked this. Spring. Look, this guy and I had the same idea. How funny. Like Demon Hunter, Night Elf? Okay. Hey, little flower. Let's check to make sure it counted. And we got Night Elf for that too. Cool. I'm bringing my mage. Okay, no problem. Willy Wonka lied to us in the ease of... Yeah, exactly. He really did. Chocolatiers are trained to the same standards as high-end chefs. Chocolate is definitely hard. Yeah. And have you seen the chocolate factories? Like, how they make, like... Candy in general is actually one of the harder things to make. It really requires a lot of, like... It's just... It's relatively hard to make, I should say. But, it requires a lot of patience. Okay. I think I missed this area down here, by the way. I don't remember. Like, if you look on the map here, like, members like Ryan Stell and all you guys, Night of Sarcasm, like, it looks like I missed this area on the map. I don't know how. There it is. Okay. Cool. I don't know how that got missed, but cool. Gosh, my back itches for no reason. I've not had an energy drink in a while. I'm trying to kind of back off of them. I only like drinking energy drinks if I absolutely have to, but, you know. So, like, they were, for that story, they're making me really itchy for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. And, stopped drinking them for a little bit because I'm trying to, go back to drinking coffee, and it's helped out a lot. Candy comes in two forms: cheap as dirt and mass produced, and super difficult. No between. Yeah, homemade candy is like ridiculously. Um, it's an art. It really is more of an art than it is a cooking form, because like cooking is like it's not easy, but it's like candy is like just it's just more of an artistic thing in general. Because like think about candy, like it all looks really beautiful and really good to eat. Food doesn't have to, right? You can make a good steak and it can look like a pile of crap and it still tastes good. Not the better it looks, the better. Of course, you're gonna get paid more money for it if you make it in a restaurant. But like, when my wife makes a steak, it doesn't look like a 5-star steak, but it tastes way better than any steak I've had at a restaurant. I'm not even kidding you. Other than a couple of steakhouses around where I live, I got it. I told her like, I'm like, we went to a one. I guess it was during our anniversary. I don't remember. And I said, babe, this is the first time I'm ever telling you this. This steak is better than anything that you've ever made steak wise. And like I never tell her that because like we'll go to Texas Roadhouse or even like any other steakhouse and I'm like it's all right, but I'd rather you just make it for me. I'm not gonna spend $60 when you make a better steak. That one place that now is $200. So it was very very expensive. It was anniversary. It's like I think our fourth anniversary, and at that point I'm like, okay, look, this steak is really dang good. Never had anything quite like it before. I also said this is also the best thing I've ever eaten in my life. So let's see. Now we need to go to. I really wish we could go to Theramore, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. What boat is this for? Is this for Dragon Isles? Yeah. Then there's baking, getting up every day at 3 a.m. just so yeah. Well, baking bread, I mean, you've got to if you want bread to be like if you want to make donuts, you got to get there really early, right? To sell them for breakfast. I have a thermal port. Oh, I wish I had a thermal port. Well, shoot. I guess I could have went to you. I guess I could have went to. Where are you at? You're in Dollar. Oh well, I don't have a way to get back to Dalaran, unfortunately. Unless I do. Why don't I put this on my board? Oh, I did. 8 minutes, so I can be there. Oh, and Darnassus. Yeah, if you could port me to Theramore, that'd be really wonderful. Let me go into Darnassus City though. There's some steak that sells for 5,000. That better be made from a unicorn. I think. Are you talking about the Japanese Wagovi steak? Apparently, like only the Japanese can make it though, because Americans tried to make it and people did not like it. I don't know if that's true or if that was just like a marketing scheme, but like it was people, it was just people that were talking about it. It wasn't like a company. But apparently Japanese Wagovi steak is like pristine. Get a little tired here. Go for a little bit longer. Let me see if I have more eggs open. I do not. Let's see. Oh, we could fly around the city a little bit and look for. There's like no one in Darnassus. Like literally no. Like look at this. This is dead. I'm the only one here on my server. Oh, seriously. Trying to recruit real quick. Hold on. Okay, cool. Really? Ooh, to click right. Yeah. Cool. Okay. All right. Yep. Holy Grail of steaks. Yeah. I would love to try it one day. Don't think I ever will, but I mean, maybe one day. One day. Wait, what? I almost want to just sell this on the auction house. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. And then sarcasm. I'm just gonna sell one of these in the auction house. Screw it. I doubt they're worth any gold, hardly. Are you kidding me? We're just gonna downplay this. That's so funny. I'm at the... Yeah, okay, I'll be with you in just a second. Okay. I love Valorant. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love Valorant. America trying to make Japanese food reminds me of the scene with Coleman Sam. What is he doing? He ruins it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Thank you for the port, Night of Sarcasm. Really appreciate that. That'll help out. That'll save me a lot of time because I'd have to fly over there. It's just not. It ain't worth it. I mean, it is. It is worth it, right? We got to do it, but like, it ain't worth it if I can just get a teleport there. I mean, I might as well wait a few seconds for that. Oh, I meant to do slash thanks. My bad. I'll follow you. Okay. Yeah, if you want to do, if you want to do the whole desert rose thing. I mean, oh, you've already done it, duh. But like, yeah, no problem. Just looking for random people so I can do the bunny maker thing, but it don't matter. Let's go down to... Let's just go to Tanaris. Oh, 1,000 Needles, I guess, first. It's right there. Did I still not put that on my bars? Really? I don't know what caps lock are on. There we go. Okay. Non-Japanese sushi is legendary for the wrong reasons. Is it just like fried food? I can imagine. I can see Americans doing that. Just like having fried sushi. Well, to be fair, sushi restaurants do sell fried sushi for people who don't like raw fish, which is that makes a lot of sense in my opinion. But like, I don't know if that's Americanized or if they did that in Japan too. Um, I could see them doing that as an American only thing, but I mean, I like both. I like raw sushi and I like fried sushi. I think they're both very good. I don't discriminate between the two. That is a fact. Swipe path forward. Might as well. Okay. Okay, let's do this. And now we're here in Tanaris. More that some stores have their own sushi bowl to get $1 sushi. Oh god. Now I will say I bought sushi from like Costco and it actually wasn't too bad. But that's not always the case. Sometimes it can be bad. Like I know there's one guy who ate like gas station sushi and got like I don't know if he died, but he got really sick. Is Pandaren not on here? They really don't care about Pandarans. Oh man, I was surprised they didn't update that to include Pandarans. Let's see, let's get at least one guy. Everyone's like Night Elves or Blood Elves, though. Let's be honest. Night Elf, of course. What are you? Troll. Troll. Hey, Troll. We need Troll. Cool. Awesome. This is going down. Damn camera time. Quick dirty port. I forgot. Oh. Oh, you're right. That's okay. Sitting on a store for a shelf for day. Oh. Oh, that just gave me the heebie-jeebies, man. I haven't even said that word in a long time, but it just like says a chill down my spine that's not good. Okay, so Desolus and Silithus. So we might... Let's see, so Silithus is over here. Obviously. Kind of hard to miss, right? kinda hard to miss. Back to Ungirl. Welcome back. I haven't seen this place in approximately 2 hours. A little bit more, maybe. And there are some celebrating this event. They have their own event, like how China has. Oh man, I don't know if I should laugh at that one, but that's pretty funny. They have their own event. Okay. Okay, let's get the Silithus Desert. Does it count when it's this version of it? I don't know. It does. Okay, so now I only need to get Desolus. Let's see, Desolus is just north. There's really no shortcut to it. We're just going to fly to it. It's fine. You guys excited for the next patch? I'm relatively excited for it. I mean, I think it's gonna be nice. The horrific visions and all that. You can Blizz literally gave Hinder and stuff. That is really strange. Isn't like World of Warcraft banned in China now though? Like, didn't I read that somewhere? Or is it just like certain Activision games that are banned? I'm not sure. Or Activision Blizzard games that are banned, I should say. It'd be really ironic. Ooh, we need to go through Dire Maul at some point. It's heavily modified. Yeah, I thought for some reason that they banned it, or it could have just been like Overwatch or something. I don't remember. Something was banned from by China that Blizzard owned. I cannot remember what though. I could also just be completely misremembering. Because China doesn't allow skeletons. Yeah, they don't. Nope. What is this? What is this? Brandon Vanderpool? Jake Payton? Larissa Bustle? Okay. I'm sure there's something with this. There's gotta be something with that. Yeah, okay, anyway. Are we in Desolus yet? I think we might be. Oh, now we are. Cool, Desert Rose, another one down. Mr. Pandora Blizzard had to edit Pandora and Death stuff too, as pandas are seen as property of Chinese. Oh gosh. Wow. That's a bit ridiculous. Oh, we did. Oh, I guess I had a couple achievements mistaken there. My bad. Let's see, Desert Rose. So we really just... Oh, we did Blushing Bride too, so we literally just need Shake Your Bunny Maker. Wow. That is sarcasm. Do you mind porting me to, I guess... Why don't we go do, we can go back to Goldshire. I guess I could just Hearthstone there, though. Unless you want to port me, it doesn't matter. Or we could teleport to... Yeah, I mean... It's up to you, unless it's not sarcasm and you want to do something real quick. I mean... I was thinking maybe just going back to Stormwind. Problem with China and Russia is that they constantly shift on whether they want to ban stuff. Yeah, that's true. So WoW may have been banned at some point or recently banned. Hard to tell. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I just know that I had seen that at some point. I again, it probably one of those things like where they're threatened to ban or whatever. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Not just sarcasm. I probably just Hearthstone to be honest. I'm not going to be on for very much longer. So let's just Hearth. Um, yeah, I think we're just going to. Oh, we need to get so many eggs though. It's ridiculous, and we only have a few days to do it. Okay, so let's see. We have 209 eggs. That's good. Gold selling is very big, so they can't fully ban most of them. Oh yeah. Yeah, the whole gold selling thing, I think, is just. Ugh. I hate that WoW went the route of, well, we can't beat them, so we'll join them. But like, it is what it is. Okay. All right, so we have 200. What's? Oh, we need 250 for the. You know what? Um, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go and we're just gonna get 41 more eggs. We might as well do it. Let's do it. Get the Hearthstone out of the way. Zoom in a bit. I don't mind tokens. I don't know. I'm hit or miss on them. I'm hit or miss on tokens. I think there's good and bad that they have. It's good because like if I ever want to get a black market item, I'm gonna have to. I don't mind them either. Doesn't mean I'm buying gold though. Yeah, I I think people complain about them too much. Like it was inevitable. It was gonna happen. And now like there are people who just can't stop complaining about them, and it's like just play classic if you don't want WoW tokens. Except I think they have WoW tokens in classic too now. So I mean, you had to know that that was inevitable. Like sometimes you just gotta. I don't mean just accept willy nilly. I mean try to fight back, but like it makes WoW too much gold. We all are too. That makes them too much. It makes them too much money. We knew it was going to happen. There's really nothing we can do to stop it. The only thing we can do is fight back whenever they make it too useful, right? Because right now it is useful, but you've got to spend a lot of money to get gold in WoW. Like, was it's like 25 or $20 for 200,000 gold? That's not a whole lot of gold. I mean, it is, but to get some black market auction items, you're gonna have to like spend the gold cap, like you know what I'm saying. So you're gonna be paying a lot of money for that. Okay. Some people are so petty that I honestly feel like they should just go to a private server. They have the game. Yeah, I agree. Or just don't play the game. It's like, um, don't get me wrong. Like, do I? If I had the choice of them being there and not being there, I would probably pick not. Right? Or at least like a diminished version of it. Because it would be nice. No, I'm not going to be doing this for this challenge. I actually have a very well. I have the challenge very well written out now. I'm going to be making a video on it soon. It's actually going to come up before the completion of Exile's Reach. Um, and I actually have a very good explanation of why I'm not going to be using like money to do this. Um, my money will not be used for this. And I basically said if someone donates money for a specific thing, that's completely different. But if we're just talking money out of my own pocket, my money. This is what the challenge is officially is. Um, my money will only be used to buy expansions and to buy WoW time, game time, and occasionally if I need a realm transfer or something like that. But that's a little different, right? So that's gosh, I feel like all these are disappearing as soon as I try to loot them. Here's one. Okay. Eggs. Give me eggs. The tokens tend to be about 250 for 20. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. So even hitting gold cap with that would be like astronomical. I mean, you had to spend a lot of money to hit gold cap, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I mean, they're useful, but they're not really as useful as I thought they would be. I thought it would just like absolutely ruin the game, but it did not. And now I'm like, just I actually think Blizzard. This is gonna sound absolutely fucking insane, okay? But I think Blizzard did the right thing by um, making that $100 mount. Now, do I think it should have been a $30 mount? Yes, because $100 for an in-store mount is absolutely insane. But I think if you really want to look at it, the only other way to get that type of mount was to go through the black market and pay gold cap for it, or at least like 10 million gold, right? And so I actually think that they probably are losing money in some ways for that. I'm not saying completely, because I bet a lot of people, they probably had more, demand and supply, right? Whereas the supply was very low and the demand was very high. Now the demand and supply are kind of like equal, and so they, in some ways they could hurt themselves doing that, because now no one's going to be buying gold cap for the long point. I bet you a lot of people were doing that. I bet you at least 1,000 people would be doing that. And so 1,000 people times like what? Times 20 times however much. I mean, we're gonna do this math. So I have a calculator here. So let's say the gold cap's 1 billion, right? So that would be, that's 1 million. So I need one. Okay, divided by 250,000. It's 4,000. 4,000 times 20. Oh, that can't be right. It cost you, no, that can't be right. So let's say the long boy cost 1 billion gold. That's too much money. That's too much money. I don't think anybody did that. Let's be honest. How many eggs does fighting the Dark Lord? I don't know how many eggs it awards. Tokens. Okay, yeah, right, that. Ian grants for gold to buy tokens. He doesn't spend cash for subs. That's smart. I want to get there eventually. Maybe one day. I probably could if I wanted to. I bought the gilded one. Too much quality of life for me. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I will not be buying it if someone wants to. Again, if someone wants to buy that for the stream, I would really appreciate it. But I will not be buying one myself. That is my stipulation for the stream, for the challenge. And that's just because, I mean, the goal of the game is not to beat it faster, right? The goal of the game is to beat it at 100% capacity. Whether that means I have to be a little slower in some ways, faster in others, then so be it. For example, I don't have the heirloom bike yet, so leveling alts takes a little bit longer. That's okay. That's part of the challenge. Okay, 5 million for the longbow. Oh my gosh, yeah, that 5 million was crazy. Not sure if the new guy has decreased. There are lots of pets. Okay, yeah, that makes sense too. The problem is they made people pay $100. Okay, storm mounts are vital, though. How can you survive without you flying T-Penny? Yeah, of course. I like MMOs when the most players are active. Often folks standing in storm and spending about how much they hate the game for days. Yeah, yeah, that's WoW for you. Problem is they made people pay 100 for it, then added in-game mounts that are the same. Yeah, no, that's true. Um, that is very true. I remember it was really controversial. A lot of, see, this is where I get annoyed at it. Like a lot of the WoW YouTubers I watched, they were all like, "Oh my gosh, this is the worst thing to happen to World of Warcraft. The game is over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over." And I'm like, guys, I don't think this changes literally anything. If you did not expect Blizzard to do this, you're fooling yourself. So if you get mad when they do it, just know that you already knew they were going to do it. Getting mad at that is just kind of, it hurts you to get mad at that. No, it doesn't hurt Blizzard. Blizzards don't give a crap. All right. I'm gonna recruit once here. Okay, cool. Going to Slipway Night. Hey, Night or Sarcasm. It was good having you on here. Let's see. Hey, Muhammad. Archivaldo brought me here. Hey, awesome. Archivaldo's awesome. I'm actually, when he responded to one of my posts a long time ago, I was like blown away. But no, he's really cool. I've actually gotten to talk to him a little bit since I started my channel. So yeah. Hey, welcome. Great content, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been trying to make some good content for you all, and hopefully I'll continue that. I know my content's changing slightly. I told Archivaldo that, and he's like, you know, where one door opens or where one door closes, another opens. And I'm like, yep, absolutely, because exploration is also changing in World of Warcraft. It's very different than it used to be. It used to be very easy. Now it's like basically you spend 30 hours trying to break out of one dungeon, especially since that major glitch was exposed and no longer exists. I don't even know what exploration would look like in modern dungeons. Old content's still up for grabs, but like modern content is like, I don't even know how you'd begin to explore new areas. It's been over for like 15 years. Yeah, everyone says World of Warcraft's over. It's gonna fall apart, and it's like 20 years later, you know. People just want to see it die because they want closure on it. But I think the game is actually probably more popular right now than it's been in like since Draenor. Like, not gonna lie. Or since Legion. I think Blizzard's made some good decisions. I think they've started listening to their customers. They used to, if you listen to their rhetoric, back in Battle for Azeroth, they literally said, "No, you don't want this. No, we know what you want. We know what the player wants. We know." And now the rhetoric is like, "We're gonna give the player what they want." And guess what? The game is way more enjoyable. I just hope they don't go back to making. They go in cycles though. They'll make like what they used to do is make 2 good expansions, 1 bad expansion. 2 good expansions, 1 bad expansion. And then they are like, you know, go back and forth, like 1 good, 1 bad, 1 good, 1 bad. And then they made like 3 bad ones in a row. I'm like, oh, well, we got to change that. And then Dragonflight was good, and then now they've had 2 good expansions in a row. So hopefully that continues. Hopefully they make up for BFA and Shadowlands. Really hope they do, because I couldn't stand them. I used to do a lot of exploration in vanilla, and especially TBC. I wish I would have done it back in the day, man. There are some really crazy explorations. I really loved exploring and having to do these wall jumps that are good times before fun. Yeah, no, I agree. I used to love going underneath Stormwind. That was one of my favorite explorations in all of WoW. The funny part is those that want it want to perish also depend on its existence for the content. Exactly, yes. If it ever did collapse, the haters would be panicked to say I have nothing to do. Yeah, no, the people that say they hate it, they you know, they make literally hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it, probably. Yeah, I've kind of really stepped away from most WoW creators, just because they're just so negative, like all the time. Like even I'm sure everyone watching this channel has watched Bellular. Even Bellular, to a degree, is sometimes he's been pretty positive about this expansion, but even he gets very woe is me, or woe is the game, you know, vibes sometimes. And I'm just like or he sometimes it seems like he's definitely just saying stuff for videos, because sometimes like he'll say, well, WoW is dying in one breath, and then the next breath he's like, this is the best WoW's ever been. And it's like, okay, like which is it? Which is it, man? Like, I like Bellular, and I still watch like a lot of his videos, but like I've kind of stopped looking at him for like, is the game good or not? I don't pay attention to those videos at all anymore. I completely ignore them because everyone's gonna have their own opinion. I have never. It's been a long time since I thought the game was bad, and that was when the Shadowlands was like peak. I thought it was relatively bad, but I still, even then, I found things I enjoyed about it. I enjoyed the leveling. I enjoyed doing the Covenant stuff once. I did not like going back and having to do it like dozens of times for each character. You know, for every character you had to do it again. Didn't like that. The mall I hated. I still hate the mall. I think the mall is the worst part of World of Warcraft in general. Krindor is cool. I like Krindor. He's pretty chill. Even if Krindor will not reach 80 until the next Big Bang. Yeah. What does he do anymore? Does he just like talk? Does he just go around talking? I've not watched Krindor in a long time. But yeah. I know he does a lot of chill stuff, like a lot of random stuff. I like Krindor though. His stupid freaking Lucky Do song still gets stuck in my head every now and then. Okay, all these eggs I'm taking are just like disappearing as soon as I try to grab them. But yeah, some of his stuff is still stuck in my head. We got we got enough for our Noblegarden, whatever you call it. The why am I blanking on what it's called? The Hearthstone. There's so many white tuxedo shirts. Oops. Oh no, I didn't mean to eat that. Ah, that was a waste. Okay. So 256. Is that it? Let me just type in egg. Make sure. Okay, cool. Let's go here, grab this, and oh my gosh, I can't even see the vendor. Excuse me. Yeah, we got a Hearthstone. There we go. Noblegarden's Hearthstone. Cool. Actually, now we can just boop. Bye Hearthstone. Okay, cool. Bellier has the worst takes on the. Yeah, he. I used to watch him a lot, and then I started like stop listening to what he said, like, and then I started just playing the game for what I wanted to enjoy, and I've loved the game since then. Well, it's like people say that Star Wars is comics are destroyed. They focus on the worst parts and neglect the fact that this franchise still have a lot of potential to do good if in the right hands. In fairness, you're a bunny, you couldn't resist eating the last. Yeah, you're right. But no, I agree with you, Sticky Sauce, because there is, even in Star Wars, I don't really like the Disney Star Wars. I'm not gonna lie, I just don't like it. It's not my thing. But even then, they still have characters like Thrawn, and they still have lore of Darth Plagueis and the Clone Wars. They're doing a lot of stuff with that stuff. I think there is potential and there's goodness there, and like I think Kathleen Kennedy made a lot of mistakes, but she's gone now. So hopefully, or she's gone, right? But I think that there's gonna be some changes, and I hope that they're good. I don't know. We don't know what the future's gonna hold, and you never know. Disney might just either A, they might sell it off, or B, they might even say, "Look, we made a mistake. There are two different timelines. We have our timeline, and we're gonna go back to the legacy stuff that George Lucas and all of those writers back in the day made." Maybe they'll do that. I don't know. I am hopeful, right? But anyway, that is going to be it for tonight. We made a lot of progress. We've got about 400 of our eggs. Tomorrow I'm probably just going to be focused on like horrific visions. We might level up our Shadowlands character so we can do the rest of the Noblegarden quests. Let's see, when does Noblegarden end? I need to know that. Noblegarden ends next Monday. So what I'm thinking for stream wise, I'm thinking very few transfers can be destroyed. People just need to understand fiction. Yeah, that's true. Like I don't like that. Like whenever I'm gonna write my fiction, I'm gonna try to make it as solid as possible. But for big franchises, yes, it can change. Um, for good or better, or for good or worse, you know, it just depends. But anyway, so tonight, Tuesday, it's going to be all about the new patch. Um, Wednesday might be I might do the Shadowlands leveling to get the rest of the quest for the Noblegarden, and then we might finish up Noblegarden on Thursday, and then probably Friday I'm gonna be off. Saturday I'll probably just do more patch stuff. So you know, and if we whatever we haven't finished up on Children's Week, we'll finish up on either Saturday or does it end. What does it end? 12 p.m. I don't know. We might have to finish it all on Saturday. But then Children's Week also starts that week too. Great. New patch, 2 events. Cool. Okay. So Children's Week shouldn't take that long though. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for coming. Doctor Who's example. Currently, it's terrible, but it will never be. Yeah, you're right, Sticky Sauce. That is a very good example of that. Anyways, thanks for the stream. Yeah. No, appreciate it. I'm getting off, guys. Love having you here. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the new patch. Perfect Visions. Anyone can join if you guys want. We're gonna just go to town. So, all right. I'll see you guys then. Take care. Click this right. Oh, also, sorry. Thank you, United Sarcasm, Semi-Mute, and thank you, Semi-Mute, for also like modding the crap out of our Discord. If you want to join Discord, actually, let me just. I don't know how good this is going to be at the very end, but I don't actually. You know, it's just 2 viewers on Twitch. I don't need it. But anyway, join the Discord if you want to get future updates, and I will see you guys in the next episode tomorrow night. Yes, and United Sarcasm, Semi-Mute, Ivo, Legendary Ivo, and Tilbra.